Hey guys, welcome back. We are now looking at page 3 and 4 in section 5.2. I'm going to go a little slower through these now, which I'm sure you're happy about. We are going to use Texas method, it's called. Okay, whenever you start factoring something that has a non-1 out in front as your lead coefficient, so A is 2, you're always going to look for a GCF. There's no GCF here. So the next thing we're going to look at is, we're going to rewrite it, we're going to do A times C. So when I say rewrite it, I'm looking at 2x squared plus 3. Do not rewrite the middle term, okay? We can get our signs blocked. Plus plus, remember, gives you plus plus from your factoring term, okay? Step 2, I told you to do A times C. If I do A times C, that's 2 times 3, which is 6. You got 1 times 6, 2 times 3. So you can see there's a little bit of similarity here between the ones I was working on and this one in particular. The signs are the same, so I'm going to add 1 and 6 to get 7. So I'm going to want 1x, and I'm going to want a 6x. It doesn't matter where you put those. Just check to make sure that if I do 1x plus 6x, that will give me my 7x. And what you do here is, anytime you have 4 factors, you'll factor by group. So I'm going to pull out basically an x out of here. So I'll leave you with 2x plus 1. My GCF out of these two would be 3. So plus 3 times 2x plus 1. When you pull that GCF out by grouping there, or factor by grouping, you should notice that this 2x plus 1 matches up with this 2x plus 1. So in theory, I'm going to pull out another GCF, but this time my GCF is a binomial. My GCF is 2x plus 1 in both, so I'll pull out these 2x plus 1s. So they're gone now. And I'll have left what is x plus 3. And there's your solution. That trinomial is factored. Now, for all the non-believers out there, what I'll do is I'll check this quick by foiling it. See, I don't have it on anything. White. Well, let me show you if I basically factor this. So 2x times x, if I foil it, 2x squared plus 6x plus 1x plus 3. 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. Yeah, that's what we started with. So yeah, the Texas method worked. Let's go ahead and take a look at 2. Remember, look for a GCF when this isn't 1. 2, 5, and 3, GCF would be 1, can't pull it out. So what I'm going to do is rewrite my 2x squared. I'm going to rewrite my 3. Plus plus again will give me plus plus in here. We are going to multiply A times C together. So I get 6 again. They're the things that multiply to be 6, the factors that multiply to be 6. 2 and 3 make 5. When I add them, these signs are the same. I'm going to put 2x first and 3x second. Remember, these two terms should make 5x. They do. We are now going to pull the GCF out of the first two, which is 2x. That leaves me with x plus 1. And my GCF out of these two is positive 3, which leaves me with x plus 1. My GCF again, out of this guy, is an x plus 1. Notice what's inside parentheses matches. That's how it should always be. And that leaves you with 2x plus 3. And that's it for 1 and 2. So that's how the Texas method is done. Okay, obviously they get a little more challenging as we work through here. Let's keep going. 5, 7, and 2, no GCF. So let's rewrite 5x squared. Rewrite plus 2 on the end. Minus plus would be minus minus. Multiply 5 times 2. A times C is 10. Okay. Which pair add up to 7? 5 and 2. I'm going to put 5x here. I'm going to put 2x here. Remember, these two should make negative 7, and they do. My GCF out of the first two is 5x. That will leave me with x minus 1. My GCF out of here, I'm going to pull out a negative 2 to make that x positive, and the positive 2 and negative 1. If I point out this negative 2, See how x minus 1 matches? That's what you want. You want what's in parentheses to match up, so you can pull that out as a GCF, leaving you then with 5x minus 2. That's its kaput. All right? 3, 7, and 2 here. Remember, rewrite your 3x squared. Write your plus 2 on the caboose. Our signs are going to be minus plus, so this will be minus minus. Numbers that multiply to be 6. 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Now we want numbers that add up to 7, so 6 and 1 would be it. I'm going to put 1x here, I'm going to put 6x here. If you put 6x in the other spot, it won't matter. Okay? My GCF out of the first two is 1x, leaves me with 3x minus 1. GCF here out of that would be not 3. Started dividing already. Let's pull out a negative 2. So this becomes positive 3x minus 1. If you're not sure how I got that, distribute this back in. Gives you negative 6x plus 2. Again, remember, what's in parentheses should always match. So that 3x minus 1 matches up. We're in good hands. Okay, that was an all-state plug. And there is your finished factor 4. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at 5 and 6. Make this a little larger for you. Ooh, 4, 16, and 15. Starting to get the larger numbers. Going to keep my 4x squared. Going to keep my 15. Minus, minus. Okay. So we're going to do 4 times 15 is 60. A couple numbers that multiply to be 60 are the following. Let's see, 15. 5 times 12. 6 times 10. 7 doesn't, 8 doesn't, 9 doesn't. Finished. So which ones make 16? We got a 6x and we got a 10x. Okay? And GCF out of these two, it looks like 2x. That's going to leave you with 2x minus 3. GCF out of these two would be a negative 5, leaves me with a positive 2x minus 3. 2x minus 3's match up. And then you're going to have a 2x minus 5. Right? Let's go to number 6. 3, 16, and 15, no GCF. So we'll go 3x squared. Here's a plus 5. Plus, plus are my signs. 3 times 5 is 15. That's not too bad, only 2 pairs of numbers there. It looks like we're going to have a 1x and a 15x. These two should make 16, and they do. So my GCF out of these two is 1x. So that leaves me with 3x plus 1. GCF out of here looks like 5. So I'm looking at 3x plus 1 again. So that should make you happy because, again, remember, these need to match up, and they do. And then that'll leave me with an x plus 5. This here's a 5, ladies and gents. That eraser might be a little too large. Try finishing that. All right, let's jump down to 7. 6x squared plus 1 plus plus gives you plus plus. So we want things that multiply to be 6 and are going to make 5. So I'm going to put 2x and 3x in here. So they add up to be 5x. GCF of 2x is 3x plus 1. I'm going to pull a 1 out here, which leaves me with 3x plus 1. Okay? So that's kind of what you have to do there. If you see that 3x plus 1 already matches this, think about it just pulling out a 1, which doesn't change anything. So I have 3x plus 1 matched up. So that's my GCF again. And then you're going to leave me with a 2x plus 1. Okay? If you're doubting that that works, go ahead and FOIL it. Make sure that that does check out. It's got a perfect. Okay, so again, 6x squared out in front, minus 2 on the caboose. Hey, here we go, minus minus. Plus minus, that's your first one like that. Numbers for 12, there's only a handful. They're all. We want 2 numbers that subtract to be 11. Why do I say subtract? Because plus and minus are different. We need a negative 11. So 12x needs to be a negative, 1x needs to be positive. Think, if I combine these, I get back to that negative 11. So, GCF out of the first two would just be an x, leaves me with 6x plus 1. GCF out of these two is negative 2, leaves me with 6x plus 1. So 6x plus 1 out in front. These are now gone, and I have an x minus 2. All right? So you're almost through the entire page. You've got two more down here. Two, 19, and 10, no GCF other than 1. Rewrite your 2x squared, rewrite your minus 10. Plus minus is plus minus. 2 times 10 is 20. 2 times 10, 4 times 5. So which pair subtract, because these are different, to be 19. 20x minus 1x is 19. So that works. And then remember, 1 times 20 is 20. So, GCF of these two is 2x, leaves me with x plus 10. GCF of negative 1 leaves me with x plus 10. X plus 10's match up, pull them out, leaves you with 2x minus 1. Happy here. All right, and number 10, 2, 9, and 35 have no GCF, so we'll go ahead and write the 2x squared up front, minus 35 on the end. Minus minus is plus minus. We need two numbers that multiply to be 70, and basically have a difference of 9 when it's all said and done. So I'm going to start small, work my way up. 3 doesn't go into it, 4 does not, 5 does. 5 times 14, that's actually it. 7 times 10 is the last one. So 14 needs to go with the minus. 5 needs to go with the positive. So think to yourselves, what is positive 5x minus 14x? That's negative 9x. Okay, 5 times 14 gives you the 70 that you want. So GCF is just an x. This leaves me with 2x plus 5. GCF here looks like negative 7. Leaves you with 2x plus 5 again. So 2x plus 5 is in your solution, along with the x minus 7. Okay? So there's your first page. I'm going to go ahead and hit finish, and then I'll do the last page in the next part of the video.